sisters, welcome back to my channel. You know I'm always coming to you with those relatable topics. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and if you haven't took a peek at the title already, then let's get right into the video. Hey sis, so I hope everybody's doing good so far for the new year. We're only a month in to the new year. I hope everybody's doing well. I know you're probably wondering what took me so long to post another video, but I promise I was up to pair good deeds, okay? I'm focused for the new year and I hope you were too. But in the meantime, between time, sis, let's get right into this topic, okay? I know a lot of us have been there, okay, honey? We have been down this road. We know it all too well. And I'm here for my sisters. So let's get into it. All right. Failed relationships, scared to try again. I mean, sis, we all are. We're scared to try again, right? But I just need you to hold on in there, okay? I need you to understand that we all know pain way too well. But this is a new year. And this is what I believe. We only have one shot at life, okay? We got one shot at this thing called life, sis. And we gotta give it our best, our all, because you deserve it. You know, as the company motto, you're a rare diamond that deserves the love you seek. And I truly believe that. And that's the reason why I made that my company motto. And if you're wondering what company I'm talking about, let's just take a second, go down into the description box when you're finished. It's called Diamonds in the Rough LLC, okay? And it's from my sisters that have been going through it, tired of being going through it, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sis, I'm here for you, okay? You want a relationship wellness coach? Here she is. But let's get back to the topic. So, sis, okay, we've all been brokenhearted, all right? And it's a pain that there's no pill for. Did y'all hear me? Being brokenhearted is a pain that there's no pill for. There's no antidote. There's no cure. But the only thing we can do is heal. Now, in reference to healing, you know, there's no healing without pain. No pain, no gain, right? So, in retrospect, think of a broken heart, so to speak, as a symbol of the healing process in which you need to trust the processes. One day you'll be back to your normal self. Ooh, I'm stuttering. One day you'll be back to your normal self, okay? You'll be able to get over this hurdle because we're strong, right? We're independent, we're strong, and we could tell ourselves that we got this. And which sis, you do, you got it, okay? But give yourself time to heal. This is very, very important. Give yourself enough time to heal, enough time to analyze what happened in your relationship, why it happened, and if you have come to terms with what has happened in your relationship, because I think that's what makes the difference for failed relationships. We can move on, sure, no problem, we can move on and never look back, but at some point you have to address what happened within yourself so that you can be okay with it and not bring old baggage to your new situation. And this is how you're gonna find yourself healing properly. You're taking the necessary steps to leave your past completely behind you, and this will avoid another failed relationship, sis. So I need you to hang in there, okay, honey? You got this. you will retrieve your joy, your peace, your happiness one fine day in this life, okay? Not in another life. In this life, I promise you, it's just one step away, but you have to understand what happened. Don't hold on to the pain, sis. You gotta let it go, all right? You gotta heal. Remember, I told you, healing is a process of pain. It's just like having a cut, okay? You don't know that that cut is healing until you start feeling a little tingling and you look down and you see that your skin is starting to reform. Yeah, you can't heal. Your body cannot heal unless you feel a little pain, sis. And think of it as a blessing in disguise, okay? Think of it as you needed to go through this heartbreak so that you can learn how to be a better woman next time. You can learn what faults you had in your past relationships and become better at it in your future relationships. I mean, not every guy is gonna have the same needs and wants and requirements of you, but for the basics, you'll know that, okay, this one complained that I didn't do this and I didn't that. Well, you know to take that into consideration next time. Keep it in the back of your head next time so that you can avoid another failed relationship. And sis, at the end of the day, don't you ever be scared to try again because you deserve love, okay? You deserve to be loved. You are worth it and you are lovable. No matter how bad you had a breakup, your breakups were horrible, miserable, left you distraught, left you confused, left you lost, left you feeling insecure, left you broken beyond measure. I promise you, sis, you are lovable. You just did not find someone that can love you the right way, okay? Because it's easy to love, but there's a way to love, okay? You don't want a toxic love. You don't want a selfish love. You don't want, no, you want an unconditional love, right, sis? A love that will love you flaws and all, okay, honey? And hopefully your partner or your spouse can reciprocate at the time, right? So no pain, no gain. You have to live. You have to learn from your mistakes, sis. Don't you ever beat yourself up and feel like you weren't worth it or it was your fault. No, because you know what? It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. And if you missed out on doing something to help save that relationship, well, if that other person wanted to fight for it, they would have. They would have. And sometimes it's just not meant to be. Sometimes it's not meant to be. Sometimes we have breakups over the smallest things ever, and it doesn't really hit you until you're really separated from the person, like no communication, nothing. And you start to look back and then you ask yourself, like, really? Did we really break up over that? But sometimes things are inevitable. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a believer. I believe that to a fact. Everything happens for a reason, sis. Maybe you needed to get rid of this one to meet your knight in shining armor that's waiting on you. I mean, who knows? Because oftentimes that's how our fairy tales come in, right? You leave the one that you've been struggling and battling and, you know, the whole nine with mind games, the betrayal, disappointment, the hurt, you know, the lies, the secrets, the scandal, everything, the embarrassment. You leave it all behind, and as soon as you let it go, as soon as you wipe up your tears, here comes your knight in shining armor when you wasn't even looking. So if you're scared to try again, don't be, because you just need to give yourself time to heal so that you can be your best woman for the next man, which is going to be the right one. I promise you. He's going to roll on in at the right time. And I bet you, I'm not here to give you false hope, sis. Not at all. I would never. I'm not here to give you false hope, but I want you to recognize this, okay? A man will meet you where you're at. So if you go into his life broken, he's going to treat you like a broken woman. You hear me? If you step in front of this man as a respectable, healed, focused woman, he will meet you at that level. Okay, so this is why it's important for you to take your time, heal, analyze what happened in your past relationships so that you can make sure it doesn't happen again, sis. Save yourself. Save yourself. You can do it. Take your power back. It's your life. You know what you need. You know what you want out of a man. And your expectations can be met. Absolutely, they can be met. Your expectations are not out of reach. Your standards are not out of reach. Don't let anybody make you feel like your standards are too high, because that is nonsense. That is absolutely nonsense. And if somebody truly wants to love you for you and truly wants to make you comfortable and happy, they will gladly meet every standard because they would love to honor you in that manner. So, sis, don't you ever, ever, ever for a second let a man waste your time like that, okay? I believe this, and I'm sure we've all heard this before, okay? A man knows what he wants the minute he meets you. He knows what he wants with you. He knows if he wants a future with you. He knows if he likes you. He knows what kind of attraction he has to you. He knows it all. So if you're in a situation where you're off and on with somebody, you're breaking up to make up, next thing you know, it's like a year gone by, 2 years gone by, and you're still looking around like, where's my commitment? Like, how long are we gonna play around for? Then, sis, you need to let it go, honey, because, like I said, he's playing games. A man knows what he wants as soon as he meets you. It doesn't take him a year, 2 years, 3 years to realize what he wants with you. And your life is valuable. Don't let anybody waste your time, sis. So you have to be able to pinpoint these red flags, and you have to understand why your relationships failed so you can prevent it from happening to you again in the same manner. Because I find that a lot of my clients, they experience the same type of breakups with different people. And it's quite fascinating because it's almost like, okay, did you ever stop to ask yourself, how is it so coincidental that you're having the same issue over and over in different relationships? Did you ever address it? And most of them say no. Because what? Because we never took the time to ask ourselves what really went wrong and how can we avoid it from happening again. That's all it takes. That is all it takes, sis. Your time is precious, okay? Don't sit there and let this man, I'm sorry, I keep looking down. My phone is going out. Don't let this man waste your time, okay? We got one shot, this thing called life. One. And if you really, really, really want to bet on yourself, I promise you this is wipe them tears, okay? Get your understanding and put yourself back out there. Even if you don't want to date, just focus on you. You focusing on yourself will bring a whole new glow on you, girl. A glow where, like I said, if you meet a man at a certain level, he will meet you at that level. So if a man meets you healed, brand new, preserving yourself, loving yourself, because self-love is everything, okay? When a man sees that on you and he is serious about life and knows what he wants out of life, girl, he meets you at that level, he will come right on in and sweep you off your feet and say, yes, you the one. And I'm sure about that because you're focused. You love yourself. You treat yourself with respect. You look like a well-rounded woman. You look like you got your head on right. Like, I'm telling you, men could take one look at you and see all of that. just by the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself in public, everything, girl, your etiquette, everything. That's the reason why men take you out on a date, so they can study how you act in public, how you speak, your intellect, the whole nine. That is the purpose of dating. Okay? So don't let this man waste your time. Life is precious, okay? Life is precious, time is precious, and it's not worth it. And I'm just gonna tell you this: don't rush into nothing, nothing. Don't rush. Give yourself time, and what's meant to be will be. What's meant to be will always be. What's for you is for you. So if you meet a guy and he seems like he's so enduring, he's so compassionate, he's so understanding, and you're just getting out of a bad situation and he's not rushing you, and you know he's taking his time with you, that is great. You don't have to get excited and rush into a commitment, because what's for you will be for you. If that man is supposed to be your husband, he will take his time with you, okay? He will understand your pain that you endured from your past. He will nurture you, cherish you, okay? And still show you that respect in hopes that you will give him a fair chance. Nothing is worth enduring in this life than a true love. And that's how you're gonna get your true love, sis. That's how you're gonna get back your happiness, your peace, and your joy. Just taking your time, heal, understand what happened in your past, but don't bring your baggage with you. Learn to love yourself in a different manner that you never loved yourself before, and present yourself in a different way. Sometimes change is a good thing. Sometimes it's okay to look in the mirror and just say, you know what? New year, new me. I want to do things differently. I want new results. I want a new situation from my life. I want to experience new things. Sometimes it takes for you to just say, all right, I need to make a change, because that's the only way you're going to get results. So if you used to date a certain type of man, switch it up a little bit. If you used to dress a certain little way, dress it up a little bit. If you used to correspond a certain kind of way, change your etiquette, change your verbal communication. You know, just to make small changes that will make a difference, so that when you move on or decide to give someone else a chance, those changes will make a difference, so that you won't end up in another failed relationship. Okay, sis? Never be scared to try again. You are worth it, girl. You worth it. And you're going to be happy. I promise you that, all right? New year, new experiences. You deserve to know what true bliss feels like. And if you didn't already, go check out my relationship consulting agency that I mentioned earlier in the video. Follow us on IG at The Relationship Guru, okay? Everything is in the description box. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And thank you so much for watching, sis. Take care.